How you going, everybody? It's Rick Neuenhoven here once again doing my 3-minute video. I guess the one random question will be, will I do it in 3 minutes, 5 minutes or 2 minutes? Who knows, we'll see where this goes. So what I thought I'd do this week is do a bit of a theme on wealth creation and a bit of a topic there. It's something, if you keep an eye out, I'm going to start doing some webinars and potentially some seminars going forward into the new year on the topic. So we'll see where it goes. But I guess what I want to talk to you firstly and foremost about with wealth creation is doing something. We need to be doers, right? So as most people that know me would understand, it's I'm a doer person. I like to create action and I like to get those arms pumping and get running in life, because there's no point sitting on your hands. And so you've seen in previous videos, unless you've missed it, the keys to doing, how to do doing. But I guess the main priority here is we've sort of got to bundle a couple of themes together for this intro podcast, is that we need to start doing something to start achieving. It's too easy for us to actually just sit down on the TV and complain or look at someone else, the neighbour, Joe or Bob or whoever, and go, why are they successful? Why are they doing so well? Well, probably the part of the reason is that they're going better than what you are, if that's how you perceive yourself, because they're probably doing something and they're probably exploring their options. The question has to be, are you exploring your options? Now, for the negative Nancy's out there, they say, well, yeah, I've tried something in the past and it's failed miserably for me. Well, excuse me, the question I have for you is, did you actually do it by yourself? Did you have an expert helping you? What was the dilemma there? What happened? You know, generally what I find with a lot of people is they don't diversify their portfolio. So what they'll do is they just put all their eggs into one basket. So, and we'll talk about the different forms of property investing over the next few days, or property investing or share investing or putting cash in the bank, I should say. But I guess what happens is if you put all your money into one investment, a great example is if you've got $100,000 and you put that whole $100,000 into one share of one company and get a whole lot of shares, well, what's going to happen is if that company gets exposure to something and drops dramatically, well then you've got no diversification in your portfolio, so there's a lot higher risk. Whereas if you spread that $100,000 over 5 companies, and so therefore you had 20,000 in each, well then what happens is they start buffering each other out, so you reduce your risk through diversification. So that's probably the biggest issue I see. And then the second biggest issue I see with people is they listen too much to what other people are doing and not do the research themselves. And so what I'm talking about with other people is not actually experts, but it's friends and family around a barbecue, or people that probably don't have the knowledge. So really align yourself with the right successful people to help you get to where you want to go. But in this first edition of what is going to be Wealth Creation Week, what we want to do is really focus on the most important thing, which is get out there and get doing, start running and start getting proactive in your life. If you do that and start making those steps, you know my saying, one step in front of the other, start putting those steps together, we're going to start getting in the right trajectory of going forward into some financial prosperity. Look forward to speaking to you tomorrow.